Hey, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Rimworld Medieval Underworld. Now, to be upfront with you here, this is my second time trying to record this episode. We ran into a bug. It's not a bug, I think it's a weird mod interaction rather than an actual bug or glitch. But I tried to replicate it, I tried to fix it. Nothing seems to work. It's nothing that derails, but this just demonstrates one of the reasons why I didn't want to put this mod pack out to the general population. And the issue is simple. I tried to caravan out to get medical herbs because we have hardly anything left on the map. And technically we can travel down these tunnel complexes and get out, even though it's impassable terrain. So what I did was I took hair and blue and we went out into the map world and tried to scavenge resources from a nearby map tile, which we managed to accomplish. The issue was we couldn't get back into home base. Now, I went and made a new world, did a whole host of things, and I couldn't replicate it. And I think what the issue is that it's the mountainous, we're going from mountainous into impossible terrain. Because when I did it from hilly or from normal plain or from mountain on a road, I don't know what it is. I just think it's this particular start we have here has caused something to go slightly doolally. As a result, I had a couple of options. One was that we could restart the campaign from scratch in a new setting and everything, which I didn't really want to do because I'm enjoying what we're doing currently, or we could basically roll with it. And so I'm going to roll with it for the best of my ability. So this is basically going to be our nursery. This is where we're going to be for a little bit of time until we get our feet up on our feet. But when we need to move, which we will eventually need to do, we can't come back here. Because the moment we leave, this is it. We're out into the wilderness. So, wherever we move next to settle is going to be our home again for a bit of time. I'm thinking that we might try and follow the cave systems and try and make it down to this world tile. I know that there's a road over here because we can see it. But it would involve back-breaking, clambering for the mountains, and then into a super organism, which is not great. But that's for later times. So now we are back on the map, and our people are in a bit of a hard state because they got beaten up by insects, some bad decisions on my part, and we are very low on food. Very low on healing supplies. So let's see. There's one heal route. Let's try and get someone to gather it. Like I said, I have played through this once already, so I sort of have a rough idea what I want to do. Need to try and get some more crops growing. It was down here somewhere, folks. Here we go. Some nice fertile ground to get some more food plants growing. What was it what I was trying to grow? Here we go. These things. Because if we're going to be stuck here for a little bit, we need to have some plans. Now, I looked on the animal tab, and we have a Groundrunner, which are basically like giant moles that seem similar to cows. So if we can try and domesticate them, it would be a fantastic thing to get. Trainable advance. So it'd be good to get, but we need to get that unlocked. So first things first, make sure everybody doesn't die from poison. and get some degree of... Yeah, get some degree of competency going, because we are in a rough patch. We've got rations, so we shouldn't be eating that for the time being. Yeah, so for the time being, we can't leave the home base, the home map tile, which is a bit annoying, but we'll have to make it work. Now, this room is enough deep underground that it is dark, which means mushrooms will grow, which is fantastic. Because, like I said, our goblins come from the underworld, the deepest levels of the tunnel systems. They don't know really what there is out there. Don't really want to go after owlbears or anything like that. There are some things we can hunt, a cassowary. Like I said, I'm not picking fights with the insects if I can help it, partly because they're very dangerous, and partly because they're actually a really good distraction against bad guys right now. We didn't get the medical herb. They failed to harvest it, I see. Okay. That's problematic. Yeah, we are not in a great situation when it comes to supplies. Hopefully we can get some people healed. Or, like, we're not on good relations with a lot of factions here. So, yeah. And also, the other issue is once our food gets ripe enough, it will start to attract herbivores, which is going to be problematic. And I can't have anyone... You're not good enough condition to move. You're not in a good condition enough to move. So we can't even do the ritual, really, because I don't want people standing up. So anything we can do... So anything we can do to get this advanced more? Some basic, like, craft checks, nutrient content. None of these are available. Here, go and eat a bone. Okay. Prototype construction trench. I mean, that's going to be security, isn't it? We can't dig that. You can't dig it into bedrock. It has to be out in the world. I'm going to put trenches here in front of our main base. Yeah, basic unforested disrupts movement, requires only labour, but can collapse by damage. Something just popped. Yeah, blue failed construction. I mean, they're not great ditches, but controlling the access to our little lair is a pretty good idea. So yeah, the prototype's done, which gives us some more experience in that regard. Okay. Right. And how much does that slow stuff down by? Yeah, it slows it down a little bit. So basically, they will have to come through like this single passage to get to us initially. Finished making throwing spikes. which is fine. You're out of commission. You're pregnant, you're pregnant. Pick that up as a sidearm, please. Okay. Because my main concern right now is the next generation of children. Because we're only 5 goblins, our main strength is going to be the fact that we can take losses and come out swinging. Okay, since you looks like you're going to be here for a while, Hedgehog thinks of should have a name. Okay, what's name for our group or faction? The Laganation. Let's see if we can find something that feels appropriate. The People of the Caves sounds... I like the idea of the People of the Caves. And what do we have this settlement called? I'm just going to call it Home. Because we're just going to be... or maybe it's sort of out of our sort of... there's a name for it in zoology. Some species have like the sort of kindergarten, well, I suppose I don't want to kindergarten. Let's call it like home nest, or yeah, home nest. And it's not going to be this because, like I said, we are going to move at some point. Like, I never intended to stay in this tunnel network forever with my goblins. But like I said, like, we've got a fluid ideology, and I like the idea of having our goblins evolving over time, because goblins are very pragmatic in my mind. So, let's claim these bricks. And then we've got to deconstruct them from materials. Like I said, I have, since I'd already tried to record this once already, I sort of know what I want to do. So I know, for example, where was it? Is it my illusion? Maybe I am going. Oh no, it's up here. There is a door up here set into the rock. So let's claim it and have a look inside. I've actually got around to seeing what was inside it. It's nothing. It's just bits. Okay, that's fine. So let's claim those. What are they? Fungal walls. I mean, it's not bad. We can still get some use out of them. What do we get? Mushroom timber. In hindsight, we could have probably have kept that and used it as a storage location for materials. But hey ho. Lindworm wanders in. Oh, that's not good. Message. Lindworm, astride the winds of fate, a pack of Lindworm have entered this area, gracing our realm for a fleeting moment. These majestic creatures with scales allowing like molten embers and presence of commanding all wave this new path through the landscape. Beware for Lindworm, formidable adversary. With fiery breath and powerful coils. Yeah, okay, so that's terrifying. Please leave me alone, Mr. Lindworm. Very nice to meet you. Yeah, water damage is killing our crops. It's just flooding out. I need to get somewhere that's away from the water, really. The thing is, the light level here is that it's light level, so I can't grow certain plants. Try and grow it in here, see if it works. Because otherwise we're just going to have to start hunting stuff or scavenging. I mean, we are little creatures. Okay, no, it's... Are we cutting it down? Or we are growing stuff here, that's fine. Alright, so we have hopefully some supplies of food going. I may try and block this area off down the bottom, just so that the snails and stuff don't come in. After consuming human flesh, Red tastes a special meal. Eventually Red will like it more. Yeah, okay, so we eat. We are eating. Ram is coming along nicely as long as we can get her healed up. Hedgehog is in a terrible state. I'd rather not hunt these things if I could help it. I'd like to try and keep them around as like livestock animals. But we do need to have food at some point. We need... Like, how are you looking for meals? We're down to 3 meals. Okay. Is there anything that's dead on the map? Okay, you're dead, so we can collect that jelly bug. Like I said, this is going to be a tense campaign. In jelly. Cigars, insect jelly. I mean, I might rush down here with someone and try and get all this insect jelly at night time when they've all gone to sleep, so we have something to basically make. Yeah, get her finished growing the stuff in here. I mean, how is our crops looking down here? Yeah, it's almost the amount of rain is flooding everything, so we're losing crops, which is problematic, and that stuff there is coming back as well. Hard little existence for our goblins. Yeah, like, I'm not going to use this for gathering space. You go inside if you want to gather. I would like to try and get a tribal meeting off. Okay, so they're going to do that for a little bit and discuss. Hedgehog is coming back up. Like, you're almost there, which is good. Okay. It's night time, so soon enough I could probably send someone to try and harvest some of the jelly here. Would be worth the attempt, if nothing else. If we could get mining out of the way, I would definitely go for taming as our next option. Because that would be fantastic to have. Boring. Okay, we're almost there, folks. Hare, you're up. We are going on a raiding expedition. Okay, these guys are asleep. Okay, steal all the jelly. There are also cigars. We can't allow cigars, but we don't know what cigars are, but I want them as well for our stockpile. get all this stuff back here. We're just having to be super careful. Like I said, slow gameplay. Also, let's try and get our hands on this. What was it? Orders. Okay, so it's here in the dark. No bug is close by to it yet. Okay. Allow. Okay, grab the jelly bug and leave. So at least we have a little bit of storage. I'm also going to put up some more torches because it'd be nice to actually see what's going on. So let's have a torch here and a torch. Yeah, let's torch here. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Like I said, slow episode, folks. Like, eventually, as we get more tech, more stuff will happen. But this is going to be very much on tenterhooks. I might have to start hunting animals to try and protect my crops. Yeah, just the amount of rain we're getting. It's really like flooding out everything. Yeah, like flood water. I mean, there's some stuff around here which isn't flooded, which I might have to start growing some crops in. As you can see, like, all of this is flooded. Yeah, flooded. So the high growing area. Ooh, something got bodied. Fantastic. By our booby trap. Very nice. Let's build another one. What do you mean not enough stored? Okay. No, we don't have Anna bones, anything. Okay, so we need to make some more timber. You're healing up nicely. You're coming along. Rats getting chopped up for food. Not going to use the cigars, but we can't trade with a lot of other factions. But what we can do is we can well, there are like just exotic traders that exploit people like us. So, ooh, amber deposit. Yeah. Now, are there any decent, half decent berry bushes? I mean, we haven't got a lot of food in this bio, which is unfortunate, but it is how it is. Yeah, there weren't a lot of berry bushes and the like in here, so we're having to be careful. Lindworm, leave me alone, Mr. Lindworm. Nice giant dragon. Go and eat an insect. Not a little goblin. Yeah, like our stuff just got wrecked by heavy rains. I'm tempted to basically maybe put a small like farm plot in the middle here, which seems to be on higher ground. And just sort of, okay, so you're now fully healed, which is fantastic. We also probably need to start considering, okay, we need to get some more of those in as well. How long? 75, 75. Okay, we should be okay. Yeah. Stuff produced, plants sown. I mean, the growing game is always like a risk because you're waiting for it to basically yeah, the growing game is always risky, so we have to assume that we're not going to have enough food coming in time. Let's get a small planting set up here. Once again, I'm not going to do rice or potatoes or stuff because we obviously haven't really seen those in the cave systems. So what can we grow outside? Probably some more... Probably what I should do, rather than just growing a spot straight away, we should go till soil and have this tilled. And we'll put in another little bunch of blueberries. It's a shame that like that's all that rich fertile soil we can't use. It's a bit annoying. Okay. That's got enough of those that got made, so we can throw down another wooden. What do you mean it's not enough? It's mushroom blinking planks. Okay. Right, fine. Right. I'm really tempted to close this area off, just so that this little section... How many of these do we have? We have enough sandstone chunks for it. So if we go sandstone... and do this to close off this approach. So this little bit of farmland we have here is relatively protected. Okay. Okay, just like block off this approach. We're getting raided. Something has come into our area. Where is it? A lone individual who's going to get immediately smacked up by the beasties. Okay, so that's fine. Just have to remember at night time. Hook and some bits and pieces. Okay. Just have to remember to go down there at night time and collect their remains. Okay. These frogs, they don't have an attack factor on them for hunting, so I may set that particular frog up there for hunting since he's relatively out of the way. Please tell me the Lindworm has wandered off to pastures green. Nope, it's still haunting my dreams. Okay. I mean, you've got tools for the job. Took a bit of a hit. Okay. Everyone is fully up and about. Fantastic. 5 hours until we can do the next attempt at the ritual. Where are you going? What are you doing? It's moving in here. Let's butcher the toad for a little bit of meat and some supplies. But there is something lurking in our cave system. The other toad is fairly exposed. So I'm going to order someone to hunt it as long as it doesn't draw us into the insects. That thing is good food, but is a bit out of our league at the moment, or at least on our own for lone hunters. So yeah, our tribal little creatures. He's actually still alive. Impressive. Once it comes nighttime, we shall go down and see if we can, if nothing else, kill him and take his stuff. Yeah, we got pelts. I need to get mining learnt. Because if we can get mining learnt, we can do stuff like expanding out the little cave network, taking out the wall here so we have more storage for things. That is what I want. I should also put down a cut plant order. And that's been tilled as well. So we can say plant some more blueberry bushes. Just waiting for these guys to go to sleep so we can rush down here. Yeah. Get some more plants going. It'll be around 22, 23 when they all nip off to bed. So I may put up here for the sake of just anybody. The thing is, we can't capture prisoners, so if he's alive, we can't... Oh no, he's dead now. He bled out. Okay. But that is still fine for us. Okay. They all asleep? Yeah, they're all asleep. Hare. Operative Hare, you're on a mission. Sneak into the cave. Who was it? What kind of creature were you? You were a goblin. Sorry, version 2 is just a tag I put on, but you are a goblin. Saying we lost a goblin, that would have been lovely to have. Animal handling of 11, construction, nice. You are dead though. But waste not, want not. And it was a female goblin as well. That's a shame. Okay. I want the jelly. I don't want to annoy the bugs. I will, on the other hand, take the jelly bug, which is down here. Take it and we'll flee back up to base. And with that, we actually have a fairly... I say good amount of food. We don't. Our food supplies are actually fairly low. I thought we had the butcher all things going these days. Right. What's this? Dumping stockpile 1. Okay. I said that actually, so what I should probably do is I should probably limit the range of your... to 30 foot, so you don't run out and get yourselves hit by something ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, let's try this one more time and get this mining done so we can actually get some storage. If nothing else, we can just like put stuff like the linen cloth, stuff that's high perishable because it's outside. We can put it out of the way. Once Ram and Red have given birth, or at least, yeah, maybe when they enter their really close to giving birth, maybe get blue breeding. So we need to have at least a 1-for-1 population replacement. To be honest, though, I'd like to get... To be honest, though, I'd like to get a second... Okay, so we are successful. Okay, so what do we get? So we got animal handling. We could get construction, which is really nice for early stuff. Weapons would be really good. Animal handling. Maybe doing some basic animal handling would be good. Tribal wear, like clothing and stuff, getting that. Actually, I may just grab tribal wear. But we did spawn in an attack. A wild man joined, which is fantastic, because that can occasionally happen. So he wanders in, a human. A baseline human. Are you good at anything? You're okay at crafting. Good at construction. You need to get to base, but we have a raid kicking off, and they're actually going to get to us. Okay, so action stakes and folks. This is serious business. Blue hair, you're up front. And we are going to take defensive positions because we've heard that something has come into our cave system, and it is coming close to us. Unfortunately, you're going to have to brave it, mate. Come on. If you die, you die. Like, it's annoying if you get caught by whatever's coming, but... Nope, the Lindworm has had other ideas. And the Lindworm's going to town. Dropped some silver. Yeah. You're not going to escape the Lindworm. Okay, so you're here. Like, as we said, like, we're goblins. We don't know what, like, yeah, like, it's a human, but like, we're goblins. Maybe we haven't seen a human before, so we don't really know what they do. Your cooking's not great. Plant cutting, that stuff is fine. Hauling, that's fine. So let's throw down... I mean, to be honest, at this stage of the game, like, we need to have some degree of genetic diversity coming into the colony. So, yeah. It was a child? Am I reading this right? Yeah, child, another goblin, unfortunately, which would have been lovely to get. Female as well. We may have to breed with... that's a name I cannot pronounce, and I'm not even going to try and do it. So let's rename him to... So what's the thing that was the iconic? Let's do this. We're going to name people after iconic situations or like memorable situations that happened when they were around. So let's go lizard. Yeah, because like basically we do have the worm is here. So let's go. No, worm. Yeah, let's go call him Worm. Yeah, he's now known as Worm, which is fantastic. Can anyone mine? Yeah, you guys are good at mining, so we can mine out this area, which would be fantastic. Get this cleared. Like, food-wise, we're not looking great on food. Collect. He did have a bow. Worm. Go out there and see what we can scavenge. Did he eat the child? He may have eaten the child. That's unfortunate if he did. The bow is in terrible shape, but it still does a good chunk of damage. Who's good at archery? You're competent at archery, Hedgehog, so... yeah. Have that as a side weapon so it's not degrading as much. Okay, so we have Worm join us. Like I said, like, we don't know anything about the world, so we have Worm here. Maybe we have a lot of issues with humans or other creatures and we decide, no, we're going to eat stuff. Like, we did eat that orc that came into the colony. Because we didn't know, like, it was eating our food. But, like, this person is helping us. So, maybe this particular species is nice and we can work with them, while the other species weren't as nice and we don't want to work with them. But as it stands right now, we need to just keep a low profile, try and get some food grown, because we're in bad states otherwise. Okay, so let's remove... we're going to basically remove this. I know, people without sleeping spots, terrible. And it's going to be... blue... and Worm. Yeah? Blue and Worm, join them up. Ooh. We do have basic clove production. We got a lot of stuff going. So we can make some prototypes, technical crafting spots. If we make clothing, make all that kind of thing, we should be good. I mean, there's a lot of resources on this map, and I know we're going to cause a lot of kickback from the tribes, like from nearby, from the storyteller. Sorry, I say the tribes, but it's the storyteller that's basically going to be unhappy with us. So down here we can now start producing prototypes. Man, I would like some wooden armor. It's expensive though, so we're gonna have to be cranking out planks. Yeah, okay. Because we can make some basic cloth, like make tribal kilts, make poncho, make simple backpack may be nice. But that feels a bit advanced. Make warrior tribal wear, that'd be cool. Make foot wraps. There's a whole bunch of things I'd like to make. We do have some materials for it. We have enough rawhide to make something. And I'd like to get something. So we have 60 rawhide. Make pouch. I want to make something using this stuff. What can we make for 60 that feels good? Like, these are all capes. I want a bit of clothing. That's for kids. If we can get a bit more material together, we can make something. I may just order... just get as much timber as you can get. And we start cracking out some low-tier armor. And in the meantime, what we do is mine out this. Like, mine out this. Get it cleared out. Haul this away. Yeah. We're butchering our own goblins, like our own kind, but it is how it is. Dog leather scabbard. Arming sword, what's that do? Scabbard holding an arming sword style comfortable with deterrence. Okay. Oh, it's just carrying capacity. Okay. That's fine. Yep. Get you to wear it. Got a quiver, which is probably good for you. Okay. Some pants. Magical alchemy cloth. I mean, it's all terrible stuff. They probably won't like to wear, but... yeah, wear tainted apparel, but human-like. But the thing is... It's... like, we don't know better. So once we get that ideology stuff coming along where we can say, yeah, we ignore tainted clothing, we ignore that kind of stuff because, like, we don't know any better. Like if you're, like, a primitive person, like, how, like, why would you be upset by wearing, like, tainted clothing besides the fact it smells? One party remembers Ida, ideally. These party members are wandering idle. Oh, sorry, one part idle. Need something. Can't do research. Ram, what are you good at? Warden and cooking. Mining. You're not great at it. Plant cutting. I mean, are these things ripe enough yet? Not yet. It's fine. But let's put a cut in here, folks, because the episode's gone on a bit longer than I wanted. But soon we will clear this out, have a bit more storage for stuff, get some more stuff crafted. Yeah, you're not great at a lot of things. but we will just have to progress from there. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Rimworld Medieval Underworld. Now to see you all again next time. Goodbye.